Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you're here. Thank you for all your support. This is still Mental Health Awareness Month, and because of all you guys, or most of you guys, lovely feedback, I am here with another mental health video, trying to be as helpful as possible. And today I'm going to be talking about anxiety. So generalized anxiety disorder and anxiety disorder, that's what I will be focused on today. But before we begin, I do have a couple of announcements. So okay, so my announcements are that I know there's two people that requested a specific video, but because it's Mental Health Awareness Month, I did put that on pause. I know one of them is a makeup tutorial, and my homemade beans recipe, my pink beans, my red beans. So I did put that on hold, but it's already recorded. I already recorded it. But then because it was Mental Health Awareness Month, and that's very important to spread education, awareness, support, help, free resources, all of that, that took priority. So if you have any recommendations moving forward, let me know. If I know and I'm familiar with the topic, of course, I'll get that done. If not, then I love to research and learn. So I'll definitely also get that done, right? So be on the lookout for those videos once Mental Health Awareness Month is over. I will have those videos, right? The beans videos, the makeup tutorial. I have a Dollar Tree haul. I have things like that coming, right? After that, if you guys still want me to focus on mental health, let me know any topics that you want to know more about. My full-time job is in mental health, so I have no problem talking more about mental health and the importance of it all, I just want to know which topics you want me to focus on more than others, Okay, so with that being said, I know y'all see another background, another curtain color. I try to switch it up so I won't be, with the same color, which the curtain color that I have, I feel like it goes good, but I just didn't want to bore y'all. So now you have light beige on back of me. And yeah. So let's begin. So there is a difference between generalized anxiety disorder and anxiety disorder, okay? So I'm gonna read it straight from here, how they describe the difference. Okay, so anxiety disorder, right, is that the person tends to worry about things related to the anxiety provoking situation or several other things that make them fearful. Okay, so that's regular anxiety. Then there's something called generalized anxiety disorder, and that tends to be described as worrying about everything all the time. That's how I was gonna continue, but that has nothing to do with the definition. So generalized anxiety disorder is kind of like feeling uncontrollable, worrying all the time, like about everything. And I don't want to sound repetitive to what they said, but anxiety disorder is like when you fear certain specific things. So I do want to do the assessment like last time, because I received a lot of feedback that people like the structure. I want to do an assessment. I want to do the common symptoms. I want to do solutions, and I want to do personal examples and examples I came across, and of course be as helpful as possible, right? So let's jump right in it. Okay, so let's see. So the common symptoms, right, are Okay, I'm already not talking right. hypervigilance, right? Hypervigilance. Okay. My pronunciation is trying to embarrass me. Okay. Hypervigilance. Feeling constantly on edge, experiencing concentration difficulties, right? So those are some. And then having trouble falling or staying asleep, exhibiting a general state of irritability. And then excessive worry, right? So anxiety is something that that is difficult and challenging to deal with as well. I feel like anxiety prevents you from being in the present moment, and that's the main thing that it does. I have anxiety, right? I have anxiety. There was a time, I opened up to you guys about my depression in the past during pandemic time. And around that time, I feel like I had generalized anxiety disorder because I was just worried about everything. And the pandemic did not make it any better. So now I feel like it's certain things that provoke my anxiety, you know what I mean? So I hope that's helpful in differentiating which one is which. One of them you can control a little more, I feel like, and of course both of them prevent you from being in the present moment. So maybe I can start with saying a couple of examples, right? Because examples are very helpful. They paint a picture for you, all of the good stuff, So one example of mine that I didn't ever think I was gonna get better in is I get anxiety with traveling. And I feel like I probably relate with a couple of people here. So of course, comment below if this is your situation, right? I get so much anxiety with traveling. I feel like over the years it got better, but there was a point in time that I had to take an ibuprofen. Is it ibuprofen? Wait, no, it's the one that puts you to sleep. Ibuprofen is for pain. Yeah, so I had to take a pill to put me to sleep when I was if I may when you're in the camera, you don't even like, I'm like ibuprofen, the one that puts me to sleep. Okay, so specifically, I took a pill that puts me to sleep, right? Whatever that pill is called right now, because you know how I am when I get in back of the camera, I just forget all my words, all the meanings, what means this. But okay, let's get back into the video. Okay, so I used to take a pill to go to sleep, and I used to time it like, okay, I'm about to get on the plane soon, like it's about to be like tickle. Oh my gosh, woo, sorry. So I'm about to get in the plane soon. It's about to be 10 minutes before I board in the plane. Let me take the pill now. And another fun fact, it ain't fun for me, but I can't swallow pills. So that gives me even more anxiety. I'm like, I'm not a normal person. Like, I'm an adult and I can't swallow pills. But my sister-in-law is so lovely that she figured out a good solution for me. So I'm so thankful and I'm so happy. She's so helpful. But yes, during that time, I didn't have a solution. So I would have to, oh man, y'all gonna judge me. I would have to like dissolve the pill. I would have to dissolve the pill or crush it. Both of them are very nasty. And yeah, it allowed me to even know more about sacrifices, right? So with that being said, the most part that used to give me a lot of anxiety was taking off. So when the plane would take off, that was the biggest anxiety. And sometimes, like, if I'll be like next to the window, then it'll be like, oh, I want to look out the window, but then that would make it worse because I'll look out the window and the airplane looks like this, and I'm like, why is the wings crooked? Like, I want to be straight, like I want to feel safe, like, so I feel or I know, right, that anxiety is mainly like worry about things we can't control. I am not the pilot. So I don't have control over my life. You know what I mean? Like when I'm in the airplane. So I just, that, you know, makes me feel uneasy. So it's really, really bad. Like my palms get sweaty, all of the things. And then I feel like there was a time that my sister-in-law was trying to talk to me, I guess to make me feel better, you know, like while it was taking off. And I'm like, girl, I cannot talk to you right now. I cannot concentrate until we get up there, like to the sky. And then maybe I could talk to you. But, I always felt like very nervous, very uneasy, especially when there was like turbulence. Like I'm like holding on to the chair and I'm not trying to move. Like if that would make a difference, like I would feel very tense, and all of that. So yes, it wasn't good. So I wanted to go to sleep, and then like sometimes the pill wouldn't work, sometimes it would work. When I would go to sleep, I would be thankful, of course, but I feel like I got a little bit better because I trial and error, you know, like of course listening to music. There was a time that I tried like the head, you know, I brought headphones, of course, and then they had like a meditation video, so I tried that and just deep breathing. But there was a time that like there was so much turbulence, I was so scared, and like the airplane was going like down all of a sudden, and based on my reaction, the person next to me was laughing. Could you imagine how I felt? She was laughing, and she was looking at me, and she was really laughing, and I'm like, I'm scared, like I'm really, really scared. And she was like, we're gonna be all right. And I'm like, that's I'm being hopeful that we're gonna be all right, but the way this feels, you know, it was just going down like all of a sudden. So I know you probably have similar stories, but it's definitely like something that at the moment is just like, wow, why me, you know? So that's one of my examples. I just feel like being in crowded places is another one for me. I am very like, I guess, social anxiety, right? I'm just like, I be wanting to know like who's gonna be there, like what's the vibe, the people are gonna be like, if the people are gonna be there, are they gonna be positive, like are they positive people, like what are their conversations like yes. So overthinking is definitely anxiety. Overthinking, feeling on edge, feeling uneasy, feeling yeah, all of that, you know. So yeah, social anxiety, yes. So all of that, with that being said, enough about my examples. With that example, of course, already I'm trying to give you solutions. So with the airplane example, I just like speaking to yourself in a positive way, which I'm going to talk about it soon, is very helpful, because I told myself like, Jadi, you have family outside of where you live at, like a lot of family in Puerto Rico that you love and that you want to see. So of course you got to get better with the airplane system, because you got to do it. You just got to do it. You have to do it. There's no way around it, because I'm like, oh man, like road trips. No, you can't take a road trip to Puerto Rico. So no, right? And then like the social anxiety and just like being anxious and before meeting up or going to like a big event, just, you know, be what's the word, be very specific in who you have around you. I feel like that's a very helpful tool, because if your support system is aware of your anxiety provoking situations, they can remind you of solutions, they can make it better. Talking to someone makes it better as well. And just, you know, if you around people you're comfortable around or comfortable in being around, or with, your anxiety is going to be low or close to nothing. So yes, those are like two solutions. So just like we did last time for the depression video, I did want to give you some of their questions, like in assessing. This one is not that long, but maybe they'll mention things that I didn't mention. Okay, so This is for general anxiety disorder. Feeling nervous, anxious, or on edge, not being able to stop or control worrying too much about different things, trouble relaxing, being so restless that it is hard to sit still, becoming easily annoyed or irritable, feeling afraid as if something awful might happen. So that's the symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder. Okay, so here we go. Next, right? I'm definitely trying to be as helpful as possible, as usual. So next is when you have anxiety, what would be your goals, right? What would be your goals? Is that your question? Because I'm about to answer it. I am about to answer it, okay? So what are some of your goals when you have anxiety? Learn and implement coping skills that result in a reduction of anxiety and worry and an improvement in daily functioning. Identify challenges and replace biased, fearful self-talk with positive, realistic, and empowering self-talk. Identify and engage in rewarding activities on a daily basis. Resolve the core conflict that is the source of anxiety. Okay, so I'm gonna give examples of these. I'm gonna give examples, right? So, coping skills. That's the thing that the next video is gonna be talking about, more coping skills. Like, it's gonna be a video focused on that. And I know in my first mental health video, I did say 5 tips to the healing journey. So I do not want to sound repetitive, but then again, what if this is the first time someone is here? So it's just, you see how I overthink? I overthink. Let me tell you, thank you again, and shout out to those that take the time to give me feedback with these videos. I overthink everything. My wardrobe, my outfit, my makeup, I overthink everything. How I have my hair. I had it like in a half up, half down, and then I didn't like how it looked in certain angles, and I'm like, let me do a little bun. I overthink certain things as well. We all a work in progress, all of us, But let me tell you, we all are work in progress. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's dealing with stuff, that prevents them from being their best self. But this is like, we kind of, even though it's difficult, kind of like try to accept the reality, even though it's very, very difficult, because I feel like the first step in inviting change to your life is accepting the reality. So if you accept and you're not like in denial about having anxiety or having depression, or it's hard to face the facts and all of that, then you're just lingering in those thoughts. When you accept that this is you, you're actually diving into making changes, researching more about the symptoms, researching more about how to overcome it, reaching out or connecting with things that make you feel better. So of course that's coping skill, reaching out, like doing things that make you feel better. So coping skills, right? Coping skills. And I know this one is very repetitive, and I am okay with that. There is gonna be some things that's repetitive, but like I said before, maybe it works. It works. That's why I'm repeating it. It works, and it worked for me. So number 1, right? The gym. I feel like, you see how it says, right? It says, right, coping skills. It says replacing fearful self-talk, and challenging those thoughts with positive, realistic, and empowering self-talk. So the reason why I mentioned the gym, right? It identify and engage in rewarding activities on a daily basis, right? All of the things. So the reason why I mentioned the gym right now is because that is a stress reliever. And it's a stress reliever from work. The gym helps with self-esteem and confidence. So that's another reason why I'm saying like the gym, because it says to like change the way you treat yourself or you talk to yourself. All of us females, or you know, people in general, all of us have certain insecurities, certain things that are happening to our body now that we're getting older, and certain things that we're like, wait, like, you know, like what's happening here, you know. This wasn't my situation when I was younger. So the gym, right? The gym, just working on yourself. How about that? Just working on yourself for self-improvement. I feel like it's gonna help your anxiety, because anxiety as well is like, I feel like a common thing that I see all across the board is like people are anxious about life, their future specifically, right? Like, you know, like reflecting on how old are they versus where they at in life. So it's like pressure, like, okay, I'm such and such age and I don't have a husband yet, or I'm such and such age and I don't have kids, and you know, the pressures of society, or am I doing this right? Did I invest too much years in my career? Like, you know, not being where you at financially. That is a big anxiety provoking situation. Not being where you want to be financially, not really having a savings account, not really having what you feel is a specific amount in your savings account. Um, all of that, financials can definitely trigger anxiety, right? So with that being said, right, I feel like right here, resolve the core conflict that is the source of anxiety, right? With that, it's like I can explain it best like getting to the root of the problem. What is making you anxious, right? And I like giving examples because I'm a visual learner. So like just painting the picture for me is very helpful in learning something and like grasping everything that I can. So therefore, I can give two examples. So I used to work in hospice, which that's another video that I want to do for you guys, because it's a very interesting experience I had in this lifetime. So there was anxiety provoking situations there. So might as well talk about it. So my anxiety from when I worked in hospice as a social worker was that every day was different. No day was the same. We would get emails that same day seeing if we have new patients. I used to have about 50 patients in like 12 different facilities. So I couldn't even plan my day out. Or I used to try to control what I can control. So I'll plan my day out, like who am I gonna see? What patients are near each other, like different facilities and stuff. But guess what? When you would wake up the next day, sometimes like there was new patients in different facilities. So you wouldn't even get to go to the one that you already planned for, you know? And every facility is different, like the entrance, their procedures. Like some of them you even had to like go through a machine like to disinfect like your sneakers, your shoes, and then it'll give you an okay, and then you would sign in. Some you had to sign with a pen, some was like in a computer, put your information, who you work for, who you came to see, what time it is, all of the things, right? So being that every day was different, that used to make me anxious. Seeing different people every day, collaborating with different people every day in the facilities, you know, like the nurses was busy, and you know, I needed certain information from them, and it was just like, I'm trying to do my job and I know you're busy and I don't want to bother you, but I need information, and you know, all the things. So just like not having like a desk where I stay at all the time. And I was just like considered to be like a social worker in the field. So that was anxiety provoking. And another thing that was anxiety provoking for me, so I used to do a lot of driving. So that's like, another thing. And another thing is that lastly, right, because I want to talk about the positives too about hospice, but right now I'm giving you examples. So but one thing that used to make me very anxious is like when I used to do like the death visits for my patients that were passing away, and once we knew that the time was very, very close, and it was something that probably happened all of a sudden, or something that the nurse from my team detected like on the visit with the patient, and they're like, wow, the person has like a couple of hours to live, like I don't think it's gonna go after today. So when it's a couple of hours and the family is not there and they're not present, that would give me anxiety. Like, would the son or the daughter or the siblings or like the nephews, the cousins, all of that, would they make it on time to see the patient take their last breath? Like that was an anxiety provoking situation for me, because I knew how much like their family meant to them. So and I knew that moment was very big to them, so I'm like, oh, I hope they make it, because you could run into traffic and miss that moment as well, or be on your way, or just like it could be like you could be signing in downstairs, and while you're waiting for the elevator, it's like, and then in certain situations it's like, okay, like when the family member just walked out of the room and they took their last breath, it's like, okay, then after a while they come into terms and they say, I guess they didn't want me to be there for their last breath, so things like that, right? So that's like my hospice experience, anxiety provoking situations. So just so you could have like a better understanding and stuff. So basically the reason why I brought that up is because you have to get to resolve the core conflict. The core conflict there was my workplace, and I enjoyed many things about it, but also I relocated from Orlando, Florida, and so I had to leave that job anyway, so for you, the reason why I'm sharing is because our workplace sometimes is very anxiety provoking. So if you feel the need, or if you feel like your anxiety is always provoked at work, make sure that you're exploring all your options, you know what I mean? So maybe apply for another position that's more like low key and less stress. Maybe start applying for another company where they don't require so much of you. Maybe, oh, this is another one. So in hospice, very interesting. In hospice, I had an on-call schedule that lasted a whole week. 1 week, 7 days. So this is how it was. My schedule at that time was 8 to 4:30. Why am I not? Okay. 8 to 4:30. Yes. Wait, why I was so not sure. 8 to 4:30, right? That was my schedule. And then when you were on call that week, it would start at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock p.m. until 8 a.m. the next day. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I would work 24 hours a day for 1 week and would still have to be a social worker and, like be a support to the families that you're visiting that day and the patients and all of that, and attend meetings and make phone calls and all of that. And that was such an anxiety provoking situation. Like I would have anxiety before my before my week, like a week or two before my week that I was on call. I would always be telling my support system, like, I'm about to be on call. So I had a job phone and of course my regular phone, and they would actually tell you, like, you have to stay home. Like, go straight home after work, all of that. And it was tough. And I would get calls at 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 6 in the morning, like throughout my sleep. And it was hard, and at times you have to do like an in-person visit at any time, and how it kind of don't matter how far it is. I went from Orlando to Kissimmee once, and it was like a 45-minute ride, and like the family was requesting an in-person social worker visit. It was a deaf visit, like you know hospice is so sad. Hospice is so sad. But yeah, I shared with you, of course, a couple of anxiety provoking situations. Maybe you want to go to a job that doesn't have an on-call requirement. So that's why I shared that one. But yes. So I hope this is helpful so far, right? I hope this is helpful. Let me go into the next topic, because I don't want to talk your ears off. So right here, right? Identify challenge and replace bias, fearful self-talk with positive, realistic, and empowering self-talk. So I want you, right, to so this is part of the solutions, okay? Solutions. We got this. We a team. I believe in you. You got this. So with that being said, empowering self-talk. I love self-affirmations. Like affirmations, I listen to them, like you could say, on an everyday basis. I love listening to it at the beginning of the day. I love listening to it at the end of the day. I like listening to it while I'm drinking tea. Like I'm like, okay, because I feel like tea is like a healthy thing, and then just like pouring into your mind being healthy, and with tea you're pouring into your insides being healthy. It's like, ooh, win-win situation, right? So with that being said, I am going to, because I am gonna give good examples. So I wrote 5 of my examples down of my affirmations that I have right now in the present moment in my bathroom in sticky notes. Like I have some in pink and I have some in yellow. They are very helpful to me, you know what I mean? And I hope they're helpful to you. I say it out loud. I say it to myself while I'm brushing my teeth, while I'm doing my skincare, while I'm doing my hair sometimes there. So yeah, like check it out. You never know what's gonna work for you until you check it out. So let me give you 5 examples that's gonna help you with your anxiety. Number 1 is very it's like, remember I talked about a healing journey. Heal from anxiety for it to be more manageable, at least. Like for it to like not define who you are or take over all your thoughts, and for it to be negative. Remember, we have to do the opposite. Pour into ourselves in a positive way. So with that being said, I am enough. I am loved. I am happy. I am blessed. I am God's child. So those are five examples of the affirmations that I have right now. Of course, that's just to give you like a starter kit, but you can definitely add. Let me give you a little bit more examples. I get excited. I am not defined by anxiety. Like anxiety does not define me, honey. Like my anxiety is going to get better, not worse. Like you can do specific ones catered to your anxiety provoking situations. I love the one I am enough, because I feel like we overthink so much stuff that we beat ourselves up, and we don't handle ourselves with grace. So we all got to get better with that, and I feel like repeating the affirmations and just having them in the mirror somewhere where you come across every day, I feel like it's helpful. If not that you can actually put all of your affirmations in a jar and pick one out at the beginning of the day, and just For example, I like the one I Am Beautiful, because of course, working with anxiety is building your confidence, your self-esteem, all of the good things. It's like a domino effect. Maybe it might not make sense to you now, but try it and then it would make sense to you. Try it, try it, try it. All of these things that I'm talking to you about, it has helped me, so that's why I'm sharing it. So, did I lose my thought? Hold on. Okay. Did I lose my thought? So. Oh, okay. So, when it comes to like, the positivity jar is called, yeah, it's positivity jar. So get a jar, put all your affirmations, right? And then after that, at the beginning of the day, this is if you want a different structure. At the beginning of the day, pick one out. For example, if you pick out the affirmation that says, I am beautiful, right? It's okay if you don't feel like that because you just woke up. You know what I mean? You just woke up. Your face is probably swollen. Your hair looks probably dry. Like all of the things, all of the things. But don't worry. Pour into yourself throughout the day and make yourself feel better to the point that before you go to sleep, you feel beautiful. So do your hair, moisturize your hair, and make sure, if you have seen my my hair videos, make sure you deep conditioning every week for moisture. That helps a lot. And yeah, do a nice hairstyle. Half up, half down. I like to do my hair first thing, like when I wake up, before seeing clients, of course, and all of the good things, because I feel like it helps you look put together to do your hair. Like if it's because your eyebrows are not done, try to get your eyebrows done that day. If you feel like it's because your nails is not done, get your nails done. Listen to affirmations, of course. Just connect with things that's gonna make you feel beautiful, whatever that is, at the end of the day. Play with your makeup, put some earrings on, put a bright shirt, bright colors. I feel like bright colors make you feel happy and beautiful. So put a bright color on. That could be helpful. Whatever it is that can make you feel beautiful again, okay? You are beautiful. So another thing that's helpful with anxiety, I know I probably previously mentioned it, but being around nature has helped me a lot. If you want any inspiration on nature, like parks, and I know I did a boat ride for my brother's birthday. I have YouTube shorts that are already uploaded that you can check out after this video, and it could give you like like an image of like how these nature experiences have helped me a lot, because when you're around nature, I feel like it's a grounding technique, because I feel like you're more full of gratitude. You're not thinking about the negative because what you're surrounded by is so positive. You know what I mean? So being around nature, like I said, if you want inspiration, it is on my YouTube shorts. When you're indoors and you're not outdoors around nature, what has helped me is buy some beautiful plants and just treat them well so they can flourish and be beautiful. And when I look at them, it makes me happy. So that's helpful. And of course, because I have one right next to me, I'm gonna show you. This plant is so beautiful. I love it, and it makes me happy. I hope I'm showing you like a good, yes, it's so beautiful. It's pretty. It makes me so happy. So yeah, just having plants and just building a sense of nature in your place. And then just taking care of the plants and putting water and taking out the dead leaves and repotting them into bigger pots. Like that process is beautiful, and I feel like it's beautiful because it reminds me of my grandma's, but it also helps my anxiety and just taking care of God's beauty, which is plants and all of the good things. So let me see, let me look through all the notes. Okay. Okay, so some of the solutions that I looked up and I researched, so just in case I would forget anything, because you know I get excited, they're right here. So mindfulness, relaxation techniques, correct breathing techniques, dietary adjustments. Yes, who wait, what was I about to say? Food is very helpful in changing certain things. That's where I'm at with my healthy journey. I'm trying to, like, little by little eat better, you know, since I am going to the gym, and you know a big part is eating better. So I am, like, you know, eating healthier things. I just tried a new vegetable the other day. Yes. So yes, everyone is a work in progress, but I do know that eating better is so helpful. Like, you get more energy, you definitely get your gym goals, and less anxiety, less depression symptoms. So it's just a win-win situation. So yes, let me continue. Exercise, of course, is here. Building self-esteem, which I gave you a couple of examples. Cognitive therapy. So that's definitely like attending therapy, which I feel like is very helpful as well, because the therapist will give you some coping skills and some ways to get to the root of the problem, the core of the problem, and build solutions. So support groups, of course, I'm a big fan of support groups. Feeling that sense of belonging. I'm not the only one. What's working for them, and it could definitely work for you. So support groups, structured problem solving, and exposure therapy. So exposure therapy is basically that thing that you fear, just exposing yourself with a different mindset and a different technique and just a different approach, you know, and just building that trust little by little. So that's kind of like what I had to do with the fear of traveling. Like, just, I know I still need to travel. That's nothing I can substitute. I really can't, because cruises, road trips, I'm not gonna get to explore the world, or you know, like, take like all the vacations that I want, or see my family and all that. So I had to work on that, you know. So yeah, I hope those solutions are helpful. Did I say? Okay. I'm like, wait, did I say? Oh, using a stress ball, that has helped some of my clients. And they have gotten it from 5 and Below. So yes, check that out. See, I'm reviewing my notes to see if I skipped something. Definitely tapping into your creativity. I know I have mentioned that in the past. So tapping into your creativity is definitely a helpful tool, because you have to relax the mind, you know, like when it's going through anxiety, especially if it's all day, every day. We need to, you know, like, it's fragile. Let it relax. So our mind is usually in relaxed mode and excited mode when we're trying something new, when we're coloring, we're painting, we're cooking a new recipe, we're you know, trying a new color in our makeup. We are decorating the house. We are organizing. Yes, so definitely having like an organized, clean environment around you is very helpful with anxiety, because I noticed that after I do these YouTube videos, I get a little bit of anxiety, because it takes some preparation to do these videos. Like, I have all my makeup out, and you know, it's in the living room and it's all laid out, and then I have all my hair products, because I usually, of course, have to do my hair. Then I have a lot of outfit choices, because I'm overthinking that, and then I have some accessories there. So you could imagine it makes a little mess. So I'm like, wait a minute. So after I do my YouTube, if I don't clean up that mess a little after, I feel like my thoughts are not clear. My thoughts are not clear if it's like clutter or a mess after my YouTube, or just, you know, in general, or stuff like that. So you know, like, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? And also, like, if there's too much dishes in the sink, I cannot even cook. I cannot start cooking with a lot of dishes in the sink. I feel like suffocated, like I can't do it. And then as soon as I get in the groove of like cooking, then I'm gonna need a spoon or a fork or something that I need in the sink. And I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forwards when I cook. You know, like I want to do what I gotta do. I don't want no setbacks. All of the good stuff. So I like to wash the dishes and then start cooking. Okay. So those are little tips that I hope it helps. So of course, if you have like anxiety, a main goal, of course, is like to reduce the overall frequency, intensity, and duration. Words. Sorry, I'm extra. Reduce overall frequency, intensity, and duration. My accent is coming out, of the anxiety, so that daily functioning is not impaired. Okay, so I pretty much covered everything, right? Just making sure I pretty much covered everything, right? The goals, the challenges, the symptoms, okay, the solutions. I gave a lot of personal examples. Yes. Okay, I covered everything. I had a couple of pages of notes. Ooh, I write quotes down that really resonate with me, and I don't remember where this is from, but I want to share it with you because it's a coincidence that I just came across it. This will be good too. This will be good as an anxiety quote. Hello. Okay, sorry. Keep watering yourself. You're growing. The next version of you is powerful. Yes. I love that one. And I can't remember where I got it from. Ooh, I love this one too. May you find peace in your heart and healing in your soul. Ooh, that's powerful. I love that, and I'm happy I came across and I dig deeper. Woo! I have so much videos coming because I have so many ideas. So I want to talk about like my daily routine, or the importance of a routine, my planner, my to-do list, all of the good things. So that is another video that I'm working on. There is a lot of videos coming up. I am very excited about my YouTube. I really love like the community that I'm building, and I don't want to take another YouTube break. I know it has happened in the past because life was lifing, but hopefully I stayed consistent, which I am. I upload a video every Saturday, and I am definitely staying consistent. And I hope that that you're gonna try these out. You know, like I always say, like, you have to try new things. If what's working for you now, it's not working, no. If what you're doing now is not working for you, try new things. There's a lot of solutions out there. There's a lot of solutions. And I feel like overall my anxiety got better. And I hope that yours is going to get better soon as well, you know. So with anxiety, the main solution, or the main thing that I want you to focus on, is anxiety is provoked by things we can't control. We don't have no control over. So what I advise for you to do is try to control the things you do have control over, you know? So keep that in mind, which I always keep that in mind for myself. So I hope it works for you, and I'm wishing you well in this journey. I'm wishing you well in this healing journey. I'm wishing you well to manage better your anxiety symptoms. And I know it's possible. Trust me, I know it's possible. You can do it. I believe in you. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, why not? I know that you could do it. And I am rooting for you. And I hope these tips were helpful. And check out my depression video if you have not done so already. Check out my 5 tips to the healing journey. If one of your goals is healthier hair, Check out my hair videos, which I have like 9 at this moment. So yeah, and there is more to come. So for those of you that are enjoying it, I definitely appreciate you, and I'll definitely see you next time. So yes, 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 yes. Like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely share to someone that can benefit from this video. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I can definitely not do this myself, so I need your help to touch more lives out there. Share this with someone that you feel like is suffering with anxiety. Like, suffering from anxiety is not easy. It's not easy, and you could feel like you're drowning in so many worries. So help them out. Help them out. Help them out, please. Yes. Help them out, and make sure you're remember your coping skills, like whatever allows you to escape, whether it's a TV show, a movie, a book, all of the good stuff, which I don't want to be repetitive, but all of the good stuff that allow you to escape, don't forget about them in the time of need. Don't forget about them. But yes, I'm sorry. I know I was in my conclusion already, but you know how excited and passionate I am. But yes, see you next time. See you next time. Bye. I'm so cheesy. I'm so cheesy. See you next time, guys.